work. I had two little babies at this time, and I'd just gotten them down for a nap and was ready to prepare dinner. And I went into the kitchen and got out the meat that I just bought the day before and opened it up, and it stunk so badly. I was furious. And I called them and I was telling them, you need to bring me some fresh meat. I just bought this package yesterday. And I was so angry to have found this bad meat the third time in a row.
Well, you didn't have many options because
it was the only grocery store in town.
We had two little kids, and it's not like you could run back and forth to the grocery store all day.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I made the mistake of seeing how upset she was, and I put on the owl approach. And I said, well, Heather, did you check the date on the package?
And this question really got me pretty angry, and out came the skunk, who said, if you hadn't moved me to Branson, I would have more options from which I could buy my meat.
Yes, this didn't go so well. She started to get, like she said, the skunk came out. She got angry. And
who showed up?
Yeah, so it didn't take long before the turtle came out. And I went into the other room to lick my wounds and wondered, what in the world did I just walk into here? It didn't go well. But it wasn't long before one of Heather's girlfriends stopped by, and something really interesting happened. I was listening to these two talk about the very same topic in a totally different way.
Well, she really used the feelings formula. She was checking in with my feelings about finding that bad meat and how frustrated I was, and I felt stuck because my kids were sleeping. I couldn't get back to the grocery store. And she joined right in and said, you should write a letter to the head of the grocery store chain and let them know how you've been treated.
Yeah, she didn't put on the owl approach or try and talk you out of how you felt. She just supported you. And what was interesting is we didn't have to move.
No. And I really got over the bad meat pretty quickly when I had someone who just validated that I should be angry, or that was an okay thing to be feeling.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, you're going to talk about some different kinds of problems that can come up in relationships, and some problems are perpetual and they're hard to solve. And some problems are more temporary.
Well, what color we should paint the walls, that's a temporary problem.
Yeah, you can resolve some of these issues. You can decide, where do we want to send the kids to school, or where do we want to live. But some of the other ones are more perpetual.
Like, I'm a party girl.
I'm more of a private person.
I like the room at 72 degrees.
I prefer it at around 68.
I like to eat out.
I would like a quiet evening in.
And I like to spend money.
And I like to save money. So you can see these are things that probably aren't going to change in us. And so we have to find ways to
agree to disagree.
Yeah, and one of the great techniques that you've already read about for this state is the speaker-listener technique. And it provides a very respectful and caring and effective way to talk about the tough stuff. A lot of times the stuff you don't agree on.